He's wearing a sweatshirt in Miami, South Beach. I don't know why. I guess he was working out. And he popped up because Gillie the Kid and Wallow, they did this podcast interview with 50 Cent. I'm about to watch the interview right now. But they, you know how the content creators, they leak out the clips before the podcast drops. So they put out this one, and it got people talking. And Ross, he contradicts himself a lot, but he's basically proven 50 correct and doing how he moves and how he is himself is just a character. But yeah, this is the clip right here.
Take a shot at you a couple weeks ago about a girl that you're not even with no more. And then, what is it with you and Ross that's just been going on for so long?
I spent it to you, right? Nothing else works for him outside of mentioning me. When things get bad, you mention me, it gets covered further. You see TMZ and say, 50 Cent said this is going to be bad for Irv Gotti's career. I get covered across the board.
Yeah.
They get covered on the hip hop blogs. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And you watch because I have nothing else to say. You just see it happen periodically as it goes. You know, you see that big white elephant, that property he lives at? It costs more than the nightclubs. He's in the nightclubs. We know what they can give you. They can't pay you more than they can pay you because the room can't hold enough people for them to give you the money to stay there. You can stay until you're a squatter, holding on to the leg of the chair that they move. But that's what it is. It's just a part of presentation. Come on, bro. You can see this. You don't need me to say this. You know this. Look at it. What kind of rich nigga cut his own grass? Why you out there cutting your own grass? You trying to save money, nigga? You don't want to pay for the lawn to get cut, huh?
Let me ask you
the
this.
AC broken in the motherfucker.
Let me ask you this.
It's Ross Davis on the
Yo, so it's like Godfather talk, right? So when he's talking about presentation, Ross's whole presentation, the whole gimmick, making it seem like you have more than what you have, the hip hop just culture in itself. 50 knows from experience because he used to have a mansion like that. You know what I mean? He rented out, well, not rented out, he purchased Mike Tyson's mansion in Connecticut like 20 years ago. It was like 36 rooms, 18 bathrooms, acres of land. He did that, you know what I mean? They did an MTV Crib special. They did an album release party. I mean, they had a club in there and everything. But you were spending like $36,000 a month just on maintenance alone, just keeping the house up, the landscaping, everything is. So that's why a lot of times these people move on and they sell these properties because it's just not worth keeping up on the maintenance. So that's why he's saying, what kind of rich person you know cut their own grass? You know what I mean? You trying to save money. Because that property, I mean, that's 150 acres Ross got down there. You ain't keeping that up. Just, you know what I mean? That's a lot. And you're doing all of this for presentation for the most part. I know he let them film a movie there. Some are coming to America too. But for the most part, other than these bootleg car shows that people keep saying they can't get into, this is all show, dog and pony show. And I remember I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and we were talking. I said, yo, if you realize millionaires and billionaires spend money quite differently, like what a flex is to a millionaire, like they'll buy everything in the Prada store, but you know, Balenciaga, this and that, and all the labels, and they spend all of the money on the jewelry and all the flash. Billionaires don't really, you're not gonna see a billionaire on MTV Cribs. You know what I mean? Like they're not showing you the inside of their house. Like Oprah and them, Mark Cuban, Elon Musk, none of these Byron Allen, even the black ones, they're not showing you their house. They're not showing you their cars. And it's not that they think that they're better. They don't get off on that. That's nothing. Money is nothing to them. They flex by buying football teams and casinos and just, it's different. You know what I mean? They spend money different. Like millionaires spend money a lot of times the way Ross does. I mean, we just out of the ass. So here's his response, and he's got the private jet in the back and all of that. He's doing the most here.
Be wanting you to lose like he just bought the Holyfield mansion. Damn. He bought a jet. Damn. Oh no, 4th annual car show? Damn. I just seen a clip of the Wallow show where he was interviewing 50 Cent and the other little dude asked him a question, small talk. But ultimately the question that should have been asked was, You jumped out there during the beef, the West Coast versus the Canadian. And I thought Dr. Dre put you on. I thought Dr. Dre was the set. I thought you was loyal to Dr. Dre. You mean you went with the Canadian over Dr. Dre? Who you say changed your life? I ain't know. I thought loyalty.
Like at some point, when do you outgrow that flex? Like you don't see Jay-Z's one of the most wealthiest rappers. You'll never see Jay-Z's house. I promise you. You know what I mean? You won't see any of his estates, compounds, none of that. Like it's you're doing too much, bro. And then he goes on and says that you're supposed to be loyal to Dr. Dre. Well, Eminem is who really got 50 signed. Dr. Dre tolerated him, but he is in that group now. He's cool with Kendrick and Drake. But he stuck his business in that beef and got punched in the nose over it. That was like 2 months ago. He got punched in the face. You got decked in your shit, minding your business, minding their business. I mean, it didn't backfire towards 50 that Drake lost. I mean, he's making it seem like that backfired. I'm like, nah, if anything, it backfired on you jumping in them boys' business and going to Canada with that. And now you coming out the woodwork. I guess we supposed to have forgot that happened. We forgot. Like, no, man. Cut your grass, mind your business, and promote your stuff online like you used to do. You know what I'm saying? But he's a lot of point. You know what I mean? Ross only really trends these days if it's something 50 Cent related or it's like some kind of drama or something funny. You know what I mean? But lately it's been drama. It's this situation here. And then the last time we talked about William Ross, it was when he got punched in the face. Can we remind me when has he been relevant in the between? You know what I mean? Like I've been trying to tell people for the last few years and they say I'm hating. I'm not. When's the last hit he had? He's no longer that music star that he was a few years ago. He's now the internet social media rapper. He's in that category with Lil Boosie and niggas like that that's just popular online. They're not really in the clubs and the record radio no more. That's what Ross has become. Because that last album, whatever it was, y'all didn't buy it. And the one with Meek that came out, I didn't hear nothing about that. So he's past that point. So he does need to find some ways to stay relevant. And yeah, he's on, he's got all of that's just unnecessary. Like the private jets and all of the stuff in the back. Like, come on, you're 48 years old. Like at some point, you look at money differently. And like I say, you don't see too many rappers his age flossing like that. I would say that. How many rappers his age in that late 40s, early 50s demo flossing as hard as he is right now? Like, it might be time to grow up, bro. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm out.